So, good morning. I've seen a few of these videos where people go off and do their camera build-up, and I decided to do a quick one with my Canon R5. Now, this what I have in front of me is everything I am going to bolt onto the R5. So I have a SmallRig V-mount adapter, or a V-mount plate. V-mount battery plate is called. Links to all of this will be in the description. So there's this. I have a SmallRig adapter. So this is a V-mount plate that will connect to the back of the V-mount holder that will connect to the back of the V-mount plate. That is for holding battery bank. Now, why a battery bank? Well, I could use a V-mount battery if I wanted, and using that V-mount battery, I could then go off and power the cameras using D-tap or whatever. But I found something easier. Well, we don't know if it's easier, but handier. So, as I just thrown the bloody thing on the floor. So this is a Canon LPE6N battery, or it looks like an LPE6 battery, but on the other end it's USB-C, and it takes USB-C power delivery. I think it's where is it? There's the inputs. There's the details of what it takes. So it's either 12, 15 or 20 volts input on USB-C, and it outputs at 8 volts. So you plug this into your R5 or any other camera that takes an LPE6, and other end into anything that outputs USB-C that will do 12, 15 or 20 volt output, and you're good to go. Now, I also have a Ninja, an Atomos Ninja V Plus, 5 Plus, I don't know what they call them. On the back of the Ninja, I'm leaving it on. On the back of the Ninja, I have a Connect, and then I have, again, one of these fake batteries, if I can get it out. So this is a Sony, well, it's for a Sony NPF550. I said that ourselves. NPF 550, right? So this outputs a maximum of 24 watts, and this will then run on anything that takes that type of battery. Inputs are there, so inputs are Type C, QC, power delivery of 9 and 12 volts, and then the output is 8.4 volts at 2 amps, so about 16-ish, 16, 17 watts is the output. The other, this one doesn't actually tell you the output amps, but I'll hook this all up now in a few minutes. Show you how this whole thing builds. For the top of the camera, we have another SmallRig adapter that then bolts onto the cold shoe of the camera, and then the Atomos then attaches in on top of that. What else do we have? Micro HDMI to HDMI adapter, so that the whole thing, so the Atomos gets video out from the camera. And yeah, I think that is everything. Now, the advantage of this is that has its own built-in Arca Swiss plate, and it takes an Arca Swiss plate. So on the bottom of the camera, actually there's the other thing I forgot. So there is a SmallRig cage on the R5, and it's actually got a built-in Arca Swiss plate on it. So this just bolts in and attaches to the front of the camera. And once it's attached to the front of the camera, or well, once it's attached to the bottom of the camera, I should say, you're good to go. So let me build this up and let me show you what this looks like once built. Okay. Okay. So, right, should I close this one up? So here is the whole thing now built up. And now it becomes a lot less handheld. You would definitely need to have this on a tripod of some sort for maneuverability. But essentially, this is now, both of these are now running off of this power bank. And it'll give you about 2 hours, 25 minutes. Now, there's no recording going on, so give me a look. If I hit record, there you go. Okay, so if I hit record here, you know what? No, I am on video. Okay, so I'm not sure why that's not recording at the moment. Oh, no, it is. Okay. Maybe it's just this isn't recording. Right, bud. Did that record? No. Oh, there's another video that I had tried. Okay. Anyway, ignoring that for a moment. So it is taking ProRes RAW video from the camera, 8K, and it is to record to an SSD. Record disabled. Why is record disabled? Okay, so I'm obviously doing something wrong. But, yeah, the whole thing is heavy. Yes, I will grasp at that. If I was to bolt a bigger lens onto this, I would need a HDV license to carry the blasting thing around the place. Couple of things I need to change. So the HDMI, the mini HDMI that comes out here, because of how it's angled, it hits against the camera, the external screen, or the little small internal screen, I should say, which you still need to use because certain things aren't displayed on the big screen. The battery is stable. It's sitting there. And the other advantage is that you can swap that battery out for a different battery if you want. In the Ninja, I have an SSD, an external, it's a SATA SSD that just plugs in at the side. Does the job. Have no issues with that. The Connect is hooked up and does whatever it does, which I don't know what it does at the moment. I only got it a couple of days back, so I have to go and play around with it. And yeah, because, as I said, everything is running off of this battery. So you can see here we're using 24 watts on C1 and 14.4 watts on C2. So C1 is, by the looks of things, C1 is the camera. Yeah. So if I unplug, just out of curiosity, if I unplug the camera. Okay, so C2. Yeah. See. Alright, so C2. So we turn this back on. So C1 is the camera, and C2 is the Atomos. So C1, when the camera is off, or when the Atomos is off, C1, which is the camera, is using a lot less power. And then as soon as C2 kicks in, so we are using a total of 35 watts out of a 99, I think this is 99 watt hour battery, so just under 3 hours. And obviously you can swap and get bigger battery banks if you need, or you can have extra battery banks. Now I know that's the whole idea of a V-mount battery, but this is a handy bit of kit. And it was probably that bit cheaper. So those adapters are, I think they were about 20 quid a piece. Again, links in the description to where I got them and how much they cost. The Anchor powered bank was, I'm not going to even guess, it was 100 and something anyway, 100 and something pounds sterling. I don't know how much I paid for that in euros. Again, links in the show notes. And then all the other bits and pieces. So yeah, it's a handy bit of kit. My little small tripod, is now, yeah, this is well and truly overweighted for this. So I'm gonna have to look for a beefier tripod that's smaller, or even a bigger tripod that's bigger, that will actually hold that kind of weight. But yeah, so far so good. So if anybody has any questions on the setup, leave a comment in the leave a comment wherever, and we will hopefully get back to you. Yeah. So till next time, have a good luck.